morning. We are working on our reading and phonics. So I have some new cards to share with you. And they look strangely close to each other in a way. They both have the line before. That means other letters are going to come before these two letters. And the cool thing about these is that we know L says O. So what happens when we have two of them is that it's still the same. We say LL says oh. It does not say oh. Little dude would pop over and he would be like, no, 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 no. That sounds weird. Doesn't make sense, not sounding right. And then we have a line. That means there's going to come other letters first. And then we go SS says S. It's the same as if there was only one. S says S. SS says S. L says LL says Doesn't matter if there's one or if there's two. Anytime there's two letters that are the same at the end of a word, they just make that one sound. Okay, so when we say those cards, it goes LL says SS says S. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? I'm going to put those into our deck. They have to be at the end, okay? And we're going to go through, make our letter sounds, and then do our sounding out. G says G. B says B. P says P. M says Now remember, when we're doing letters and sounds, you're listening to me, you're doing it too, but you're noticing your mouth, you're noticing your tongue, you're noticing your throat. How does it feel and what does it look like each time we make the sound? So M says notice that, okay? F says notice what your teeth are doing too. D says duh, I felt my tongue. C says ka, I felt my throat. W says wah, it felt like I was trying to kiss. J says ja. H says huh, I really feel that came from the back. Y says yeah. Z says zzz, I notice my tongue and I notice it vibrates and it tickles. K says ka, I feel it in the back. V says my teeth are biting down on my bottom lip. And I feel it. R says ruh. N says I feel my tongue. L says I see my tongue. Not as much as Theo, but I still see it. T says ta. S says Q. U says qua. I notice my mouth goes like a little bit like wah, only qua. That's sort of a kiss look. Oh, get cranky and crabby. Now, when you do this one, it makes you smile and change it. You're going to use your fingers to make yourself smile. E says ah, push it up, make the smile happen. I says little piggy. That was short E, short I. A says ah, down goes my chin, mouth stays open, short A. U says short U, makes my belly hurt. O says ah, around that racetrack. S says LL says same as if there was only one of them. TH says I definitely see it. SH says shh, exactly the same way when you're telling someone to be quiet. T says ta. P says pa. CK says ka. just like if there was only one of them, it's no different. D says duh. X says x. M says Notice. B says ba. Both of my lips come together. Ba. And out it pops. G says g. N says mm. The animals are there and ready and waiting. Look at Mr. Snake. He's resting on poor little Chunky Monkey's head. Chunky Monkey's like, what is going on with you today? You're resting right on my head. We're going to put our new sounds that we're working on this week at the end. Remember I said there, the other letters are going to come first, and that's why there's a line there. It means there must be other letters that come first. So here we go. G, make yourself smile. E, L, G, L. Thumbs down for gal. B, L, bell. Yay, good one. P, L, pal. Thumbs down for pal. L, Mel. You know what? Sometimes that's a person's name. L, fell. Oh, let's say that little dude just fell over. That's a good word. That one works. D, L, Dell. Well, sometimes people like to go to this place called Wisconsin Dells. It would have an S at the end though. K, L, Cal. You might begin to notice, wait a minute, that says cell, like a cell phone. And that can be sort of confusing, but you may have already started to notice this, that when there's an E comes after a C, the C is going to make what we call a hard C, a K sound. So, it's going to make, not going to make a K sound, it's going to make an S, like an S sound. We call that soft C. Sorry, I had that backwards. It would be cell. That's a little bit hard to remember, but if you already started noticing that, good for you. W, L, well. You might just say to somebody, are you feeling well? Or, oh, I want you to get well. J, L, gel. Now I'm going to change this to a letter I. Let's do it now like this with short I. J, ill, Jill. Last week we read a book about Jill's fish. Remember her in the story? But her J was a capital J, wasn't it? Let's try this. W, ill, will. Ooh, that comes out lightning fast. Totally lightning fast because it's a star word. K, ill, kill. Oh, I like to think of a bug when I think of that one, like a mosquito. When it gets on me, I kill the mosquito because I don't like them. D, ill, dill. I think there's a pickle called dill. Ill, fill. Oh, fill up my glass. Ill, mill. Oh, I'm not sure I want to talk about that one. P, ill, pill. Yeah, when you're sick, sometimes you have to take a pill. B, ill, bill. Oh, we could say this two ways. We could say a dollar bill or the name Bill. If we use the name, it would be a capital B though. G, ill, gill. Oh, a fish can have a gill, or in one of our books we had a person named Gill, so it was a capital G. And this one is H, ill, hill. That's a great one. Y, ill, yill. No, what? You know what? Let's try our SS at the end and see what happens. Y, is, yes. No. Ooh, look at this one though. Huh, is, hiss. A snake makes that sound, doesn't it? Z, is, zis. Thumbs down for that. Ka, is, kiss. That's a good one. That's something we do for a family before we go to bed, or when we say good morning, or when we're saying goodbye, or actually any old time of day we want to. We can do that with our family, but only with our family. So we don't get silly about that at school or anything. We save those for our family. V is this. Thumbs down. R is ris. If you're thinking wrista, we would need a T for that, so that doesn't work. Is nis. No, it doesn't work. Is lis. Oh, if you're thinking list, make a list. It would need a T, so it's not going to work. Let's try it with our eh. Make yourself smile for this one. S, less. Oh, I don't want as much broccoli. I want less. That's a good word we use. S, Tess. I think that one's a name, so a capital T would be needed. S, Sess. Nah, thumbs down. S, quest. No, but if you're thinking of questa, that would be another one that would need a T over there. Guess. Oh, I can make a good guess. Bess. That one can be a name too, but needs a capital B. Pess. Nope, but you could think pest. There's a lot of them that would need a T to make a word. Mess. Yep, you can make a big giant mess. All right, I am going to move those to the back. And I'm going to move our little phonics reader to the front for today and make it so you can see that closer up. So it tells you January 18th for this week. I'm going to take that little tag off because I don't need that to be on there. And the story is called Get Well, Bill. I have my 2 highlighters ready. First, we're going to do a picture walk. You can tell that he is in bed and he is sick. He has tissues and water and a thermometer in his mouth. That means he has a fever. So his friend is at school and he notices that Bill, his name is Bill. It has 2 L's at the end. He notices his friend is not there. He's asking his teacher. It looks like a teacher. Oh, he must be telling him how Bill is at home. He's sick. Another word for sick is ill. And we see it right there. Ill. That means sick. I think the friends are talking about it. Oh, how nice they go to visit him. That is super duper nice. All right. I'm going to start off by highlighting any words that have 2 L's at the end. Okay. Get well. Stay. Nope, not going to stay there for us. I'll move us down like this. Get well, Bill. Well and Bill. They both need to be highlighted. Here's ELL, L, and ILL, ill. When Chunky Monkey sees ill, he gets bouncy and excited because he knows that ill means you're sick. I mean, he's not excited that you're sick, but he's excited that that chunk makes a real word. I do not see Bill at school. Is Bill at home? He asked the teacher. Bill is ill. His dad will help him. Bill is ill. Now I will tell Nell. Oh, that's a friend, Nell. So her name has ELL right in her name. Bill is ill. Now I will tell Jill. Oh, another friend named Jill. I wonder if it's the same one who got the fish in our book last time. Bill is ill. We will see Bill after school. You remember, he's not at school, so they have to wait. And then they go and they visit. We tell Bill, get well. That was nice. They brought him a card that says get well. So I even highlighted the word well right on the card. Now I'm going to take my other color. Time to look for star words. Get well, Bill. I'm doing boxes. I do not see Bill at school. Is Bill at home? Bill is ill. His dad will. So we have a box around will, and we also have it highlighted because it is got two L's at the end of the word. His dad will help him. Bill is ill. Now I will tell now. Bill is ill. Now I will tell Jill. Bill is ill. We will see Bill after school. We tell Bill, get well. So you know your job with your little phonics readers every time is to read it 5 times during the week. Not 5 times in one day. Could be Monday, Mom, Tuesday, Dad, Wednesday, Mom, Thursday, Grandma, Friday, Mrs. Atnison on Seesaw, or Monday, Mrs. Atnison on Seesaw, Tuesday, Mom, Wednesday, Dad, Thursday, Grandpa, Friday, Grandma. However you want to do that. I have a story for you today. Speaking of words with LL at the end, the bell in the well. And we're going to read this book and we're going to try and decide if it is fiction, made up, could not happen, no way, make believe, or is it nonfiction? Serious, the truth, the facts. We learn from it. Okay, let's try to decide after we read this one. The Bell in the Well by Jeannie Willis. Jill lived in a cottage with her stepmother, Nasty Nell. One day it was about to rain when Nell yelled, "Hang out the laundry, Jill. I want it dry by 3 o'clock." Nasty Nell gave Jill impossible jobs such as this all the time. Jill hung out the laundry, and the rain began to fall. "This will never dry by 3," she cried. "Whatever shall I do?" "Ring my bell," said the wishing well. There was a bell in the bucket of the wishing well. Jill rang it and wished for sunshine, and suddenly the sun began to shine. Jill slipped the bell into her pocket to keep it safe, and by 3 o'clock the laundry was dry. How did she do that? Thought Nasty Nell. Nasty Nell sent Jill to get firewood. "Fill 3 sacks," she yelled. It was impossible. The fog was too thick. Jill rang the bell. The sun shone, the fog lifted, and Jill filled 3 sacks. How did she do that? Thought Nasty Nell. Nasty Nell sent Jill to pick some berries. "Fill 3 baskets," she yelled. It was impossible. The berries were covered in thick snow. This time Nasty Nell followed Jill. Nell saw Jill shake the bell and wish for sunshine. The sun shone, the snow thawed, and Jill filled 3 baskets. That's how she does it, thought Nell. That night, Nasty Nell stole the bell from Jill's pocket. In the morning, she sent Jill to catch fish during a big storm. "Catch 3 fish," she yelled. Impossible. The storm grew worse, and Jill reached for the bell, but it was gone. Crash! A huge wave washed Jill out to sea. The storm grew worse and worse, and Nasty Nell's cottage was underwater. Her bed and bathtub floated away. She climbed onto the roof with the magic bell. Nasty Nell rang the bell and wished for sunshine. She shook it, but the sun would not shine. The storm only grew worse. She shook the bell so hard she dropped it. Splash! It fell into the water. A bird grabbed the bell and took it to Jill. Jill rang the bell and wished for sunshine. The sun shone, the storm stopped, and Jill floated to the shore. And there she met 3 lovely sisters. "Come and play with us," said Millie, Tilly, and Lily. The 3 sisters had a mother named Jolly Molly. Jill told Jolly Molly all about Nasty Nell, and Jolly Molly invited Jill to stay and live with them. From that day on, every day felt like a sunny day, and the girls danced and played. Around and around we go as the wind gently blows. Our friendship grows and grows beneath its sun's warm glow. What do you think? Fiction? Is that make-believe and fantasy, and there's no way it could really happen? Or is it nonfiction, serious? The truth, facts. We learn something. What do you think? Fiction or nonfiction? It's fiction. There's no way you can make wishes by ringing a bell. There's no way that a bird could carry a bell and put it in your pocket. There's a lot of reasons we can think about that story being fiction, all made up, just for fun.